Initial startup. Almost. What's that rattling sound? I think we lost power. I don't hear it clicking. I don't hear it beeping. Oh boy. Well, we got some problems down here. That's the saltwater package plywood. This whole thing is flexing and not in great shape. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. When you do a pontoon boat, if you're gonna redeck it, you gotta take this whole thing off. So all that's gotta come off, and then you'd have to strip off all the sea deck stuff and put down new decking material. So what we're gonna have to do is pop this out, take all this hardware off of here. We're going to cut this plywood out of here and drop a new piece in. Sea deck looks like we might be able to save it maybe. But that's the idea, is to cut this along here. Maybe if it's good wood, cut it back further a little bit, and we'll probably bevel it. So that way when we drop a new piece of marine grade plywood in here, we're going to probably either pre-coat it with epoxy, or we're going to drop it in and then coat it, and then we'll have to put this all back on again, because this swim platform ladder, you see this whole back thing is shot, and if somebody heavy or a big adult gets on there, you can pull this right off, and I know they'd probably just fall back in the water, but knows they might hurt themselves, so he's like not good with that. So also we might have to ask him about fixing that. So that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? So this deck back here was all blown out. We had to pull the sea deck off, and obviously that's no good anymore. So we're gonna have to get some made. He asked me to take care of that if we can get him to come over and do it. We also have to figure out, and we also have to finish cutting this out. Oh, I need to order this. Forgot I gotta order the part for the transducer. This phase of the project is pretty much all done with the power pole, the jack plate, and the engine.
I was just looking in the garbage to see if there was any of the wood, but I guess it's gone. They emptied the garbage already.
Yeah. Well, you can see here, that's what's left of the provided deck, and it was all super soft. This is not too bad right here, but it's not great. We'll cut this back some more, and then we're discussing how we're going to marry the two pieces together. We'll have to figure that out.
Has anybody ever heard of plywood that's 8.5?
Yeah, so the length of this is 8 feet 4 inches. And I'm looking at this sheet of plywood here, and I don't see any seams in it. So they must have special ordered plywood. And I think I've seen before where you can special order plywood that's longer than 8 feet. I think you can get it in like 10 and 12 feet too. But you have to special order it. So they must have special ordered this when they built the boat, or at the factory they have a pallet of it or whatever. We're going to cut one of our piece of plywood that's 8 feet long, and we're going to like cut it right here, and we're going to add in a couple other pieces of metal, and then we're going to drop in a 4-inch piece to fill the gap all the way so we have our 8.4. That's my best solution thus far. So we can get this aluminum from Steve at Key West Welding.
How are you going to clean this up?
Some stuff called Foz Coat. I think we can use that. We just brush it on and then we scrub this off and get this corrosion knocked down a little bit. It should be good enough. And I mean, there's enough meat left there, so these are plenty strong. Anyways, that's the plan. Then also we've got to still, this is the drain plug. The threads are all gone there. So we have to drill that out, run a tap in there, and find a new size bolt or a plug to put in there. So we got to do that yet. Then we got to put these back on underneath the boat because they were all loose and falling off. So let's go back to the shop and find somebody that does sea deck.
So Matt's getting the sea deck so that we can take it to a place downtown and see what the cost would be to get it remade. It'd be nice if we could get it close to these same colors.
The brand name is there, but I'm not familiar with that brand name. What is it? Nauteva?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Picked up some marine grade plywood for the tritoon because some of the deck is rotten. So marine grade plywood is special plywood that is treated with a special glue. It's supposed to be waterproof and it's supposed to last longer. It's $100 a sheet. It doesn't last forever in water, but this is the best thing because that's what's on the deck now is plywood. So we're going to just put plywood back. It's really our only option. That's the plan. We're over here with Peter looking at the deck we're replacing. What Peter did is, well, what we're going to have to do, I guess, is we're going to have to put a doubler in here to support this seam right here. Yeah, it's pretty stout, I guess. So, but I know before Peter puts this all down, we're going to clean this all up. We're going to epoxy both sides of the existing piece here. He has to clean up all this corrosion on here and treat this. This is the marine grade plywood that he is trimming to fit. And he is very pleased and happy to be doing this job. He loves it. Right, Peter?
I'll be quiet.
When it's done. So that's what Peter's working on over here. We got to fix this. I can't launch that, putting that back in the water looking like that. I wouldn't feel right about that. I didn't realize these other ones were that bad. Oh, yeah. These things are done. Yeah. All right. Well, we got to fix that. So we're making progress. So just in case you're curious, you got part 1 and part 2. You just squirt these, and it's 1 for 1. Makes it pretty easy. You really don't have to measure anything. Peter got mixing cups, and they have measurements on them if you want to do that. And very wise, he's got gloves. You got a roller or anything, or brushes?
I did.
Okay. And he's just going to coat these. And what are we going to treat this aluminum with?
I'm going to spray it first with A-scale.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And there's not much other than Oxbow.
About like roll off or
Yeah. Exactly.
something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Whew, look at that weather. It's looking a little dark. Running over to the tritoon real quick. We are going to start that new motor, or new engine, I should say, that Mercury 225, and I'm hoping to do it before we get caught in the rain. But I have to scurry back to the shop because I'm waiting for a freight pickup from FedEx, and they don't really give me a time. Things are a little different down here if you've never been here. A lot of people seem to run on a different clock, if you know what I mean. Let's go see what the boys are up to. Here we are. We just have to keep fixing stuff on it, but we're looking pretty good right now. All right.
Well, there's no primer ball.
All right. Okay, let's take a look at what we got going on here with Mr. Peter. Initial startup. Almost. What's that rattling sound? I think we lost power. I don't hear it clicking. I don't hear it beeping. Oh boy. We're in neutral.
Yeah. I haven't touched it.
Well, she was alive for a second. What?
No primer.
Yeah, but we don't even have any power, Peter. We got no beeps, nothing. All right, let's track down our lost power. Turn the ignition back on. Nothing. No tilt trim, no nothing. All right, well, it was alive for a second, and then it died. We got some metal we got to get. We got to put some extra support under here for that swim platform ladder that mounts here. I want to put a stringer across here, run it in here. We'll probably run a piece in here. And I don't know what we're going to do here, something, but it mounts right here. So I'd like to get that beefed up. This side, we haven't got mounted down yet. Oh, by the way, this is marine grade plywood, and then it's been coated with West Systems epoxy. So it should last a good long time. And then this one, we're going to seal this all up, put extra stuff on here, and then we're going to have this, see that decking? That's called seafoam or whatever you want. There's different brands, but we're going to have that, and it's going to get put down on top of here and match everything. We still have to fix the transducer. We have to fix these threads on these plugs for the pontoons. That's about it. Hopefully we can get this thing back in the water and get him running. Heading over here real quick to check this engine out on the tritoon that we installed. We got the ignition switch on Friday. They hooked it up this morning, and we're going to go see what happens. We've been having what they call king tides, which are high tides, and for us, our tides are not very big, only a couple feet. But when the full moon is out, which it's the next 3 days is the super moon, the roads have been flooded, like feet of water downtown and stuff. So you got to be careful where you drive because you don't want to drive through the salt water. All right, Larry's turning the water on. Please subscribe, turn the notification bell on, thumbs up, comments. Shift it. Neutral. Reverse. Looking good. All right, well, we got the tritoon in the water, and of course the weather is going to heck, but we're still going to try to get this sea trial done. Shouldn't take us long. Let's go check on Peter. We're over here. Peter is bleeding the power pole. All right. All right, that's the jack plate going up and down. Everything looks pretty good. Hopefully.
I gotta zip tie the jack plate power line.
Okay.
Last thing I wanted to do.
Well, run it up and down so I can take a picture of it. There goes the power pole. Well, it's on bottom. I can feel it.
It's all the way down.
Yep. All right. Let's go all the way up.
And you
Okay.
got 3 different speeds.
I don't know why you wouldn't want just the fastest speed, but
So that's your speed button.
yep.
Slow blink means slow speed. Medium blink means medium speed. Fast blink means fast speed.
Okay. So yeah, brought the pontoon boat to us. We put a new Mercury 225 on it. We put a jack plate on it, we put the power pole on it, and Peter redid this whole back deck because it was all rotted out. We also, I don't know if you realize this, but you have splash plates underneath here. They were pretty much tore up, and so we repaired and replaced them.
Oh, good.
And that everything works.
So we are back to square one.
Yes. Yeah. Well, neither do we.
Yeah.
So I would say hang on.
Yeah.
Or trim up. Yeah, trim up. We're probably going to have to take that off of there.
Yeah, you think a jack plate spot of the
Well, that's not too good. We're going to have to take that off of there. All right. Hate to say it, we're going to have to take it back, and we got to take it back out of the water. This will be on me.
That's fine.
So we're going to take this off, and we're going to mount right here. And actually, the owner now says that this will be better because then his dad has a handhold when he gets on and off the boat. So the power pole will be like standing up like right here. His dad can walk off the dock onto the pontoon and grab the top of the power pole as a handle. So that's what we're doing. Well, that's why we do sea trials. We don't get them right all the time, but we'll get it straightened out. So hang on. Short, 8-inch aft, 6-inch drop, used when the edge of the deck extends past the end of the pontoon by at least 10 inches. We've got way more than that. So short, used when the edge of the deck is approximately even with the end of the pontoon. No, we're not that. Long, used when the end of the pontoon protrudes past the end of the deck by no more than 6 inches. Nope. Pontoon mount. There are 4 pontoon brace mounting options depending on your boat's pontoon configuration. Adapter plate installation is smooth and fast. All installation instructions and hardware are included. So it could mount right on there, but we want it way back here though. Okay, so we decided we need the short, right? Yeah, unfortunately, we got to take that all off, but luckily we just have to mainly undo the bolts and move it. So I just have to get the mount coming. All right, and Peter's gonna get started over here. I got to run back to the shop. One of our clients / viewers wanted to send me something. I don't know what it is, so we're gonna open it up and find out. Let's take a look here.
He watches our channel?
I know his Fisher does.
Oh, okay. How do you know that?
Fisher told me.
Oh, okay.
Matt, thought you might like. See you soon, Adam. Oh boy, I already know what it is. I don't know what kind it is though.
How do you know?
I just know this brand name is a knife company. They make really good knives. So let's see what he gave us. Look at this thing. Oh, I get it. Okay. So the name of his boat is Pops. And it's not like Dad. It's a unique boat. It's a winner's custom yacht. And so they call it Pops. Like it stands out, it pops. But yeah, look at this beast. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, boy, it's sharp too.
Well,
wow.
That's bigger than...
Yeah, it's quite a bit bigger.
Yeah.
This might be my new fishing knife.
Ooh, fishing knife. You gotta take me fishing though.
I'm trying. Trying. All right, well, thank you very much to the crew on Pops. Pretty cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And appreciate you guys helping us manage our boat chaos down here by watching. And thanks again. We've got some excellent comments this week and for some ideas, and we're going to put those into place. The main thing will be the colored zip ties to identify stuff. I forget which viewer gave us that ideas. We actually have some of those around somewhere, so I'll have to find them, but I'll probably just go on Amazon and buy some of the guys' sets of them. They're cheap, so, but yeah, it'll make it better instead of using blue tape and trying to label stuff. You know, you just color code everything, you know, put black and black, red and red, yellow, yellow, orange, orange. So
as long as it works for the mechanic.
Yeah, as long as it works for the mechanic. Yep. That's right.
Because it might not work for everybody.
Yep, that's it. Let's go over here and check on Peter. He's working on his power pole that we had to change out. We found the bracket mount didn't work, too much water splashing around. So we got it's called a short bracket. And Peter's working on mounting that right now. Hey, Peter. Yeah, that should work. He put some plate aluminum back here, and now he's getting ready to drill some holes. All right.
Committed.
Yep. Okay. Move that power pole from on the side of the bracket to over here. They like it better there. We're just going to put it in and do a quick sea trial with the owner. And of course, our weather is not good. It's going to be a little rough. It's been raining on and off. Hopefully we don't get caught in the squall. But yeah, we'll get it put in, and I expect it to be good and take his boat and go, and we'll be done.
Okay, well, round 2. Hopefully we got it better this time with the power pole. All right, there they go. See how that new rework does.
Sorry about the wind noise, but this thing's riding great. It's super quiet. The wind is actually louder than the engine. All right, we did the sea trial on the tritoon, and it ran amazingly awesome. The owner was very happy, and that makes me very happy. That new Mercury motor is amazing. Ran super quiet. Get through the break-in, and he'll be good to go. So another satisfied client. Okay, well, I think we just took delivery of our last part that we've been waiting for. Let's open it up and see what we got.
The last for both of these big jobs?
Yeah, one, yep,
Nice.
both big IPS jobs. Not just one side, both sides. So let's see what's in here. And there it is, remanufactured lower. Got a lot of work to do. So I have the Lola scheduled for 8:30 tomorrow morning. We're going to take this complete IPS right here. So we'll be doing that tomorrow morning. And then we just keep on rolling from there. Probably take us a week or two to get everything done and installed. And then we still have to calibrate and configure and get everything loaded into central systems, showing that what we did, and go from there. Yeah. Am I clear to go up?
Yeah.
You gotta wiggle the bottom. Yeah, this one moved the other day. It's just stuck. Yeah. Now you're gonna have to move your truck.
Yeah.
Comes with the O-ring even. Look at that. All right, let's get this thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, the center tooth is dead on. All right, let's get this thing off and let's start getting her loaded up. See how she's gonna go in. Okay, I didn't show you, but we just used this hoist, our little special tool, to hoist the upper gear in place because there's no room. You can see the gap we have to work with. There's no room to bring it in once we put this in, the lower unit. And this has got to go in crooked. So we're gonna try lifting it from this side. Okay. AJ, up. Stop. Slow. Oh, that might actually work.
You're good? You're good? Keep going?
Look at that angle. Stop. All right, we're gonna see how this works. We're going to pull this up some more.
Oh, you can come up from this side.
AJ,
Yeah.
you got a piece of dunnage underneath that crane, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can muscle this thing in place. I don't know. We might have to try this a couple times. This dead rise is extreme on this boat, so that's why we're having to deal with that. But so we had to move that one aft bolt over a little bit. And Mel, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Coming up.
This looks perfect.
Yeah.
Fingers clear. AJ, you got bolts ready to go?
Right there.
Ready to go.
Coming up. Watch fingers. Hang on. Hang on. Can I set that down? Okay. Your ring needs to go that way. Actually, I can see the whole unit needs to come inboard, right? Mel, going up a little bit. All right, AJ, I'm going to go down there and see if we can manhandle it. That bolt just dropped in the hole. Turn it. Good thinking. That would be bad. Hold what you got there. Let's try another bolt. All right, that's good. Now, let's try the inboard. Get two on the inboard. Here's one. Is there one more bolt somewhere?
There's 3 right there. Washers.
Well, this went exceedingly well.
Yeah. I was expecting a lot more hassle.
I was figuring we were going to struggle, but this worked out great. We have to remember that piece of chain, we need to label it, and we need to remember which holes it goes in.
Yeah.
Because once that chain, I won't use it for anything else. We'll make a box.
The controller. And
Yeah, put everything in it.
All right, I think we did.
Okay, now question is, can you take out one of the long bolts? You should be able to, and put a short one in there. Slap a bolt in that hole, those two holes right there, and see if you can get them. Where's your grease?
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what this is first.
Sweet. This went a lot better than I expected. Now put 2 more bolts in the outside over there. We'll suck it up with those 4 bolts, and then we can take out the long bolts and put, yep. Don't want to cross thread. That would be bad. So the goal for today is get this in. AJ's sitting on the upper gear right there. Put that on. Get the
most comfortable I've ever been in this boat.
SUS and put the SUS in. And get everything hooked up. The drive, the jack shaft, the exhaust. I don't know if we'll get it all done, but we'll be close.
We'll definitely get the entire unit up in here for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some of you guys were asking why we don't always use impact drivers and stuff like that. Sometimes when you're putting this up, you really want to have the feel of what's happening without
I'll use an impact after I get the threads started. The
Yeah.
first couple threads.
Yep.
But, you know, just starting it out, nah.
Yeah,
hand
you don't
it,
want to strip anything.
hand it, and then socket wrench. And if it goes down like halfway, then impact it. See, like right here, you know, I wouldn't put an impact on that.
No. So then we get all these bolts put in, and then then they'll go through and torque them. And they always double torque them, and they'll put one swipe on the head with a marker, and then they'll come back around and put another one. All right, we got everything done. We are waiting for the 2 wet exhaust hoses. Hopefully be here. We will put this thing back in the water and sea trial it. We're hopefully going to be sea trialing the big 44 FJ and do that tomorrow and get that out of my hair. And then this one's right behind it, but the yard has to finish the bottom job first.